Hey guys, this is RuRoniK95 here, and it is time for a VHS DVD comparison, because we have never done that many VHS DVD comparison videos that I've done a while back. But before we do, I'm going to show you as well. Here are some of the reasons why I have been doing a lot of these videos a while back, because I'm going to have to start doing this brand new VHS DVD comparison. Just like I had to deal with Jungle Book that I done last year a while back, and as well as my comparison on what I did on probably my previous video, such as my DVD and Blu-ray VHS comparison I did on Vampire Hunter D and Akira a while back as well. Why not? Because we do got a brand new VHS DVD comparison that I got on plan that I have right here. And this time, this is going to the movies on here. And this time, we're going to be taking a look at the comparison on Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, for today's brand new VHS DVD comparison. Because we were long overdue for a brand new video like this one as well. So let's dive right into this. Today, on the Physical Media Video Library series. Welcome back. In this brand new video, we're going to be doing a VHS DVD comparison, and these are the ones that I got that are presented in THX certified for this video, because we want to do a video like this because we're overdue for a brand new video that I haven't thought of doing like this before, and this time I'm going to be doing it right now. So, that just gives you a little curiosity for this as well. And true thing is, though, is that I just wanted to come by to this as well because I just wanted to do a brand new video about it. Well, but then again, just considering how I have been doing these, and we're going to be starting doing a VHS DVD comparison for this one, just like I've already looked back where I did my VHS DVD Blu-ray combo comparison on the Jungle Book a while back, as well as I did one on the DVD Blu-ray the VHS DVD Blu-ray combo comparison of Akira a couple years back in 2021, I believe, yes. But this time we're going to be doing a brand new one as well. And this time, I'm going to be showcasing what we have for today, because we're going to take a look at for today's VHS DVD comparison on here, and that is going to be on Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. And this time, we're going to be doing like a DVD comparison video like this, because we're long overdue for a brand new DVD and VHS comparison type video, though. And for the whole thing of this as well, however, both of these are presented in THX certified on the VHS I have and here on the DVD as well. Before we dive into the where I'm showcasing the video, the comparison on here, because I know there were several early home video releases of Star Wars Episode 4: New Hope on VHS, as well as Betamax on there as well. But for the most part of this as well, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, when it was first released on VHS by 20th Century Fox Video, it was never presented in THX certified also. Well, of course, because it never has presented in THX, because, well, THX hasn't started yet back in the early 80s as well, especially on these early home video releases of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Well, back then it was originally known as Star Wars as well, because I just wanted to come by for this, and for the whole, like, most of these subsequential home video releases on there as well. And also there is the CED for home video format. It was also never presented in THX certified also. Same goes with the 1984 CBS Fox Video release of Star Wars Episode 4 New Hope on VHS. It was also never presented in THX certified. And same goes with the 1991 or 1990 home video release from Fox Video on here, which is part of the box set on here as well, which is alongside with Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, which they're part of the original trilogy box set, though. Both of these tapes were from the CBS Fox Video releases, as well as probably the Fox Video release from the early 90s on here, which they were never presented at THX certified. But however, for example, because both of these I got right here, the 1995 VHS release of Star Wars Episode 4 New Hope on VHS, this is the digitally mastered in THX certified on this VHS. And same goes with the widescreen 2004 DVD release on here. And this is something I'm going to have to use for examples on here as well. However, there is also the 2006 DVD release of the original Star Wars movie trilogy on here, which is Star Wars Episode 4 New Hope on DVD. The 2006 DVD release. However, Disc 1 was presented in THX certified. Disc 2 was never presented in THX certified, because the disc 2 on here is basically the original version on here, which is the version that was released in theaters back in the 70s as well. But then again, just considering how Star Wars has gotten a lot of popularity though as well, because I just wanted to come by for this accordingly for what I could come by to this. Yeah, because it's just given in the facts of how you ever wanted to come by for how, for any Star Wars fans out there as well. Yeah, because especially on these film prints on any versions of Star Wars on here. However, the Paco Grande film print on the full movie of Star Wars, you could just Google that on Internet Archive if you really want to, though, because for whatever version of this as well. Yeah, because if you ever want to watch a movie, if you ever wanted to begin for how these versions of Star Wars trilogy you have were on home video. Let's say, for example, here I have this copy of Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope on VHS. This is the original Fox Video release on the 20th, which is the 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment VHS release from what's the print date on here? Let's see. Oh yeah, 1995. And this is the version I have with the original Fox logo from 1977 on there, which is at the beginning of the film, and the Lucasfilm logo is only in green in that one as well. Before you have the 1997 re-release versions of Star Wars on VHS on there accordingly. Yeah, because, but then again, and this considering the fact for this, however, if you look at the tape on this VHS of Star Wars, this is digitally mastered in THX on this VHS on here. And I think I got this a while back at Hollywood Video, if you see on the sticker label. Yeah, it's Hollywood Video, though. Yeah. I think I bought this a long time ago at Hollywood Video. It's when, Hollywood Video was, like, selling off of a lot of these older tapes on there as well. However, this is also available as part of the Star Wars Original Trilogy box set on VHS, because these are the 1995 Fox Video release on here on VHS, though, because I got this at Hollywood Video as well. Yeah. This approximately runs about 1 hour 24 minutes on here. Yeah, this is the version I have on VHS, though. However, there is also the widescreen versions and the full screen versions on these 1997 re-release versions of Star Wars, the original trilogy on VHS on here. Especially both versions, like you have the 1997 re-release versions on here, which is on these box sets as well. However, there is also the LaserDisc Fox Video release of Star Wars Episode 4 New Hope. Like this version on here. Because I didn't know there's a LaserDisc version of this. I'm not sure if that LaserDisc is also presented in THX certified. I don't know if you could ever research it on there as well, because if you even though I don't even actually have a copy of this on LaserDisc, unfortunately, if you're like me though, you're gonna be probably getting into a little more research to searching things like this online, though. If you ever wanted to find a version of Star Wars, the original Star Wars trilogies, with like these original film prints, as in the same way how you got either those as well, or the 1997 re-release versions would do, though, accordingly. And just considering for that, when I was having a whole little reason about this as well, because I just wanted to come by to this as well. However, the 1997 re-release versions on here, it's also part of the 2004 DVD release of Star Wars Episode 4 New Hope on DVD, though. This is also digitally mastered in THX certified also as well. Yeah, because, however, this is also presented in 16:9 anamorphic widescreen on this DVD, though. However, the VHS version of this I have is presented in standard 4:8 full frame version, which is the full screen version, though. I mean, this particularly of how you just wanted to give it a little research of how I've been going to compare every versions of the original Star Wars trilogy, though, if you ever wanted to come by on that accordingly. However, this version of Star Wars on VHS, like this one I have, I think this is also available in the original trilogy box set, though, alongside with the other ones like The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi as well, because it's just a little common thing for this as well. If you've ever been a fan of Star Wars, because I just thought this is particularly new to me, though, accordingly, because I just wanted to come by for this. I mean, if you're a Star Wars fan, yeah, if you're a fan of Star Wars, though, because I just wanted to give it into the information of this as well. Yeah, because I just wanted to get for the whole facts of this as well. And the reason is simple, though. Because I just wanted to know how I've been getting into the whole researching for every versions on there. Yeah, because these are a lot more common. However, the Blu-ray releases and the 4K Ultra releases of the original Star Wars trilogies on there, like, I don't know if they were ever presented in THX certified. And I don't know if you think if you have if I don't know if you could have it in there as well, because this is a lot very common though as well. Yeah. So this particularly how I wanted to have the good proper way if you ever want to. If it's just that how I wanted to come by for. I looked at these different home video releases of the original Star Wars trilogy, and it seems like I have a little interesting facts behind all these as well. Okay, let's say for example, on this copy of Star Wars Episode 4 New Hope on VHS I have right here, I think this has the George Lucas interview by Leonard Maltin on there, which I think it's only available on this VHS though. Of how you wanted to come by to this though, of that. Quick disclaimer though, as particularly of how you wanted to come by for this, compared to this copy of Star Wars Episode 4 New Hope on DVD though. However, this DVD has the director's commentary on here with Carrie Fisher, Dennis Muren, Ben Burt, and George Lucas on here on this DVD though. And this DVD release is presented in 16:9 anamorphic widescreen on this DVD though. And yeah, I just wanted to come by for this. And this has the DVD-ROM web link to the exclusive Star Wars content on here on this DVD though. And this is THX certified on here, if you look at the back on here as well. Yeah, because I have this as well to give you proof on this, because I just wanted to come by for these versions on there that have presented it in THX certified on here, because this is the widescreen version on here. Yeah, because there may be some CGI parts of it, not sure if it's in the re-release versions. But however, this version I have on the VHS, there was no CGI in this one, if there is any available, because this is before when they made Star Wars on this movie though. I mean, this is how it was before the CGI was invented, because CGI hasn't been invented yet as well. Because I just wanted to come by for this as well. And this is a lot very more common though as well. But then again, just considering of how I wanted to come by for this as well, because I just wanted to, I really wanted to learn the fact about it. Even notice about this, I would like to learn over the fact, because I've been what I've known about these home video releases of any type of version of Star Wars I have, that I just wanted to show you on this video though. Right and beyond below of this as well, on that one as well. You know what I'm saying? Because it's generally a lot for what I have been on for this as well. Yeah, because I just wanted to do this. At least I just wanted to come by of how you wanted to know for this as well, because however, these versions of Star Wars on here, so this is very common though. Yeah, because when the original Star Wars was released back in 1977 though, it did not show the Episode 4 New Hope on there. But that wasn't long until 1981 arrives, when they re-released it. They put Episode 4 New Hope on there, which is particularly started the original Star Wars trilogy, though. Yeah, because of course that explains why of what I wanted to come by for every versions on here. However, on this version of this copy of Star Wars Episode 4 New Hope on VHS, though, is that, like, at the beginning of the film on here, after the old 1977 20th Century Fox logo at the beginning, and then this how the original 1977 Lucasfilm logo, which is only presented in green, though, and we had the Star Wars logo, and then with the opening crawl, it has the Episode 4 A New Hope on there in the prologue, in the opening crawl prologue in this version on the VHS I have. Just like how it's more different than the 2004 DVD release of the original Star Wars trilogy that I have right here on DVD, which is also presented in THX certified also. Yeah, especially if you ever having a lot of common thing about this as well. Yeah, it's a lot more different as I thought, though. Well, it's just basically how I wanted to find any versions on here, because just to be given in for the facts as well. Yeah, I just wanted to. I've been wanting to come by on talking about every versions of Star Wars on there as well, because especially if you ever been watching the original trilogy, though, because I just wanted to giving the ideas and facts for this of how this brings for what's in store, though, because I just wanted to come for the fact of how I've been realizing for this as well. For the whole disclaimer, though, is that I just wanted to do this video, that's why. So, that's going to be it for today's VHS DVD comparison video for today, guys. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's what I'm going to say for this one. Well, because unlike most of my previous VHS, DVD, or Blu-ray comparison videos, this is the first time I wanted to showcase something like this, though. Yeah, if you can see this on here as well. Yeah, it's Star Wars on here as well, because, yeah, if you could compare this as well. Yeah. I just wanted to, yeah, Star Wars, though, because, yeah, this just basically explains for this as well. Okay, on the, and also I forgot to, in there, however, this has the insert on here, and there's only 50 chapters on this DVD. I didn't know that it has 50 chapters. The artwork looks nice, though. Yeah, that one is too as well. And also the disc. Oh, forgot about the DVD disc, huh? Here's the disc. It's the artwork, just like the original poster on there as well. Yeah, this just explains why of how when Star Wars has gotten a huge popularity, though, as well, for the fans, though. And that's how you want to come by for this. Well, subscribe for more content. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to my channel, by clicking on the subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified also as well for more latest updates, just to keep you notified as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments by leaving the comments in the comment section below. Let me know if you like as well. Be sure to check out my Anime Planet or Analyst at your leisure at this point. And that's all I have what I got here, because I've been literally getting into Letterboxd, though, as well. And also be sure to check out at your my Anime Planet or Analyst at your leisure also, because I have been getting into Letterboxd nowadays. And that's all I have what I got for today. This is Rony K95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great day. This is Rony K95 signing off. Thank you for watching my video on my VHS DVD comparison of Star Wars Episode 4 New Hope that I have for today's video. And I will see you soon for more videos that I got on plan, that I have what I got in mind. Take care. Ta-ta for now.